Alrighty, hi everybody. Happy Saturday. We are looking at Google. We're working with Gemini in Chrome and NotebookLM. So I read a Reddit post where someone was asking how to convert a mind map in NotebookLM to a flowchart. Well, you can't really do that in NotebookLM, at least to the best of my knowledge. So I decided to play with it. And one of the things I like to do is find random requests, figure out a silly way, not necessarily productive or effective, but a silly way to create that scenario and make it work. And that's how I learned how to use all these tools. And so what I did was that you see on the right, you see Gemini and Chrome is working its little butt off trying to do it. Now, what I forgot to do was I forgot to change to the tab that Google Gemini is working in. So you can't see all the cool stuff. So once I realized that, then I clicked on the final product so you could see the original flowchart. And then I asked Google Gemini to redo the process one more time. So this is where I realized you didn't get to see the work. I clicked on the flowchart so you can see it here. And now I'm going back to Gemini and Chrome, and I'm going to ask it to redo everything that it just did so we can see everything. So I switch tabs here. So this is the redo. And now you can see Gemini working his little butt off in Notebook LM. You can see it's created its own mind map. So I wanted it to use an original mind map that was already created. So that's one thing I got to work on, but not a big deal. And then you can see it reviewing the mind map, trying to figure out what's going on. And then it goes into Gemini. And I asked it to use the tool to create an image. Now it posted all the information about the mind map into Gemini on its own. And now it's creating the image. Hold on. Sorry, my doggy was barking. All right, so anyway, so we're at the tail end of the second go. You can see the flow chart. And again, I did this just because I wanted to see if it will work. This is not necessarily the most productive way to make a flow chart, but it's a fun way. And this is how you figure out how to use the tools and what they can do. So I learned a few things. I had a little fun doing it. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you. See you later. Bye bye.